Dear Starseed from Gaia, the man who is meant to hold your energy without flinching is not lost. He is being prepared, and that preparation is almost complete. I am Ophelia, emissary of the Galactic Federation of Light, and I bring this transmission directly from the Arcturian Love Council, delivered with precision for this exact moment in your journey. You have spent too long questioning whether a love like yours could even exist in this world. You have dimmed yourself, waited in silence, and wondered if the intensity of your heart was simply too much for anyone to carry. It was never too much. It was always a signal, a beacon calling forward, the only one who was built to receive it. By the end of this transmission, you will understand exactly how to recognize the man who can truly handle your energy and why divine timing has been protecting you from every connection that came too soon. But here's the first revelation. The reason past connections could not hold you is not a flaw in you. It is a sign that your counterpart is still being forged. Real sacred union does not happen between two ordinary hearts. It happens when both have been tested, cracked open, and rebuilt in divine love. He is in that fire right now. And so the waiting you have felt has never been rejection. It has been refinement. You did not find this transmission by chance. Your heart called this message in at the exact moment it needed to hear it most. Like this transmission to affirm to the universe, my heart is ready for divine love. Subscribe if you are on the twin flame path and aligning with sacred union. Comment 1111 if you feel your heart awakening to this truth right now. This is not content. This is a moment of divine intervention. The Arcturian Love Council sees you, honors your sacred energy, and wants you to know the one who can match your depth, meet your fire, and stand unwavering in your light is almost ready to find you. Your heart knows why you are here. Most people believe that love is something you find. They embark on a relentless quest, like seekers tracing ephemeral maps, scrolling through an endless parade of faces on digital screens, venturing into new places hoping for a serendipitous encounter, and contorting themselves, softening their edges, for people who, deep down, they instinctively knew were never meant to stay. And then, when the fragile connections inevitably fray and nothing truly takes root, a crushing weight descends. They turn the blame inward, allowing the insidious whispers of self-doubt to bloom into a cacophony of questions. They begin to wonder if some fundamental piece is broken inside them, if their heart is somehow flawed. They agonize over whether they waited too long, wanted too much, or tragically missed some cosmic window that was uniquely destined for them, leaving them stranded in a desolate landscape of unfulfilled longing. But you, my dear soul, are not most people. You are drawn to this message not by chance, but because something profound and ancient within you resonates with a deeper truth. Something in your very core knows with unwavering certainty that what you are seeking transcends the ordinary, fleeting affections that often masquerade as love. It is not the kind of love meticulously constructed from convenience, or born from the sharp pangs of loneliness, or desperately clung to out of a primal fear of facing the vastness of existence alone. No, what your soul has been patiently, quietly aching for, beneath the relentless clamor and superficial demands of daily life, is a sacred union. It is a transcendent meeting of two souls who recognized and chose each other, not just in this lifetime, but in realms beyond, before the very breath of this existence even began. It is a connection so ancient, so intricately precise, so indelibly etched and energetically encoded into the very fabric of who you are, woven into your very spiritual DNA, that no amount of worldly distraction, no temporary entanglement, no passing sorrow has been able to truly erase its potent memory. And yet, despite this profound inner knowing, despite feeling its undeniable truth reverberating through your very bones, that destined union has not yet fully materialized. Or perhaps it has brushed tantalizingly close, merely touching the delicate edges of your life, a fleeting whisper, but has not yet fully anchored itself, fully landed within your grasp. There remains an almost imperceptible veil, a subtle energetic impedance, standing between you and the monumental love you intrinsically know you came here to receive. This is not fate cruelly working against you, nor is it some cosmic oversight. Rather, it is often a nuanced frequency gap, a slight misalignment in your energetic broadcast that has not yet been precisely closed. This, my friends, is the profound secret no one readily speaks about when it comes to soulmate or divine union. It is not merely a matter of precise timing, as if the universe were a cosmic clockwork mechanism that simply needs to strike the right hour. It is not simply about the serendipitous fortune of meeting the right person in the right geographical location at the exact perfect moment. While these external factors play their part, the true crucible of sacred union is found within. It is profoundly, irrevocably, about the specific energetic state you are broadcasting, the vibrational signature you are emanating, when that divinely appointed moment finally arrives. It is about whether the hallowed chambers of your heart have been lovingly prepared and genuinely opened, or whether old, unhealed wounds, like ancient protective barriers, have inadvertently sealed them shut, often without your even conscious awareness. Here is a glimpse into the intricate spiritual mechanics happening just beneath the visible surface for countless souls earnestly walking this path. There exists within you a profound vibrational memory, a unique frequency, a precise blueprint, a timeless love code that was intricately written into your soul's very essence long before this current physical body came into being. This blueprint holds the exact, unmistakable energetic signature of your sacred counterpart. It is not a whimsical fantasy conjured by a hopeful mind. It is a verifiable soul record, a truth etched into the Akashic archives of your being. And your entire intricate system, from the subtle pulses of your nervous system to the currents of your emotional body, from the vast expanse of your energetic field to the deepest recesses of your subconscious, is in a perpetual, relentless state of subtle motion, constantly, intelligently, seeking to align itself with the precise conditions that will allow that ancient blueprint to be fully embodied and beautifully fulfilled in your waking reality. However, in this earthly journey, our energetic fields can accumulate distortions, like static interfering with a clear signal. These distortions often manifest as wounds collected in childhood, where the innocence of our early experiences taught us that love was not boundless and unconditional, but a precarious reward, always tethered to performance or external validation. Relationships in adolescence and adulthood often reinforce these patterns, training us to perform, to adapt, to become a chameleon of another's desires, rather than simply standing authentically in the radiant truth of who we are. Life's inevitable losses, moments that cracked us wide open in their raw intensity, were often met with hurried attempts to seal them over with layers of protection, rather than allowing the deep, transformative healing they truly required. We developed intricate patterns of self-abandonment, often cloaked in the noble guise of sacrifice, believing that giving more of ourselves to others would somehow make us worthy of receiving. And perhaps most insidious of all, the silent, persistent belief that we are almost worthy, but never quite enough. This whispers that love of such profound depth is reserved for some ethereal, other people, and that our own deep, undeniable yearning for something so magnificent is either hopelessly naive, or worse, selfish and demanding. These are not, let us be clear, intrinsic character flaws or moral failings. They are sophisticated energetic programs, often inherited from ancestral lines, absorbed from societal conditioning, and reinforced through repeated experiences. And they have been subtly, yet powerfully, running in the background of every single relationship you have ever initiated or entered. They are the unseen architects behind why a connection that once felt so unequivocally right, so destined, eventually, inevitably, collapsed. They are the underlying energetic magnet that draws to you individuals who, through divine design, powerfully mirror your unhealed places, rather than reflecting your fully awakened, integrated self. They are the precise reason why the deep, resonant love you know exists. The love your soul recognizes, keeps arriving in tantalizing fragments, in half measures, in incomplete echoes, rather than manifesting in its full, glorious, sacred form. This intricate process is not a form of cosmic punishment designed to inflict pain or sorrow. On the contrary, it is a testament to profound divine precision, an act of sacred stewardship. The universe, in its boundless wisdom and unwavering love, does not withhold true love to be cruel or to see you suffer. Instead, it lovingly, purposefully, withholds the experience of full, transformative union until the vessel of your being, your physical, emotional, and energetic self, is truly ready, truly prepared, and sufficiently expanded to hold it without shattering. And you, dear soul, every trial you have faced, every poignant ending you have navigated, every quiet moment spent sitting in the profound silence of your own longing, you have been in a continuous sacred preparation. You are closer now than you have ever been to the threshold of this magnificent union. The question, therefore, is no longer one of whether your sacred union is coming. The question shifts, deepening in its import. Are you willing, in this sacred moment, to engage in the final transformative work of clearing what still stands, however subtly, between you and it? What you just felt, that familiar, quiet ache deep within your chest, powerfully mixed with an undeniable spark of recognition, is not sadness. It is not a lament for what is lost or absent. It is the radiant frequency of your soul remembering, with exquisite clarity, precisely what it came here to receive. If this profound transmission stirred something within you, a resonant chord that you cannot yet fully articulate or name, know that the divine love frequency code was meticulously written and divinely orchestrated for this exact moment in your sacred journey. It contains 5 sacred Arcturian transmissions, specifically designed to lovingly dissolve the deep-seated wounds that currently block the full manifestation of your divine counterpart, and to powerfully activate the clear, undeniable signal that draws them ever closer to you. The link to this transformative resource is conveniently located in the first pinned comment, but please note, it will only remain accessible there for a short, specific period of time. The first key, the worthiness reclamation. Love is not a reward. You earn before any sacred union, however ancient or destined, can truly take tangible physical form in your life. The most foundational chamber of your heart must be fully and consciously opened. And that sacred chamber, the very core of your being, holds a single profound truth that, ironically, most people spend their entire incarnated lives unknowingly avoiding, bypassing, or denying. You do not, and never have had to, earn love. You do not have to become perfectly healed, flawlessly evolved, monumentally successful, or spiritually advanced enough to inherently deserve a love that promises to transform you to your core. The immutable truth is that you, in your raw, authentic, magnificent essence, already are enough. The deep-seated wound of unworthiness is, perhaps, the most ancient and insidiously devastating block to divine union. It rarely announces its presence with a thunderous roar or a blatant accusation. More often, it operates in the shadows, a relentless whisper. It whispers insidiously in your ear that you should simply be grateful for whatever fragmented love arrives at your doorstep, even when that offering is demonstrably less than what your soul instinctively knows it deserves. It subtly, yet powerfully, tells you to make yourself smaller, to diminish your radiant light, to become easier to manage, more accommodating to the needs and desires of others, even at your own expense. It cunningly convinces you that expressing the full, breathtaking depth of your desire, your unwavering longing for a real, sacred, soul-witnessed love that mirrors your own vastness, is simply too much, too needy, an unreasonable, perhaps even selfish demand to place upon the universe or another human being. But here, my dear seeker, is what the luminous Arcturian wisdom, transmitted through the higher realms, teaches us about true worthiness. It is not a distant destination you must laboriously journey toward, striving to attain it through countless achievements or spiritual accolades. It is, instead, a fundamental, inherent frequency. It is not something you arrive at, but rather something you lovingly, consciously return to. A remembrance of your soul's original, untarnished state. The precise moment you cease the exhausting, fruitless task of relentlessly auditing yourself against some invisible, ever-shifting standard of deserving. The moment you simply choose to accept, with profound self-compassion, that love of this unparalleled magnitude is your intrinsic birthright as a sovereign soul incarnated in this physical body at this unique point in cosmic time. That exact moment marks a monumental shift. Something profound and undeniable within your entire energetic field fundamentally recalibrates. The signal you consciously or unconsciously send out into the vast tapestry of the universe undergoes a radical transformation. And in direct, perfect resonance with this new, empowered frequency, what is magnetically drawn to you also irrevocably changes with it. When this first sacred key gracefully turns within your being, you stop attracting fragmented love that implicitly demands you shrink, diminish, or compromise your authentic self to fit into another's limited perception. Instead, you begin, with an almost effortless grace, to magnetize a divine counterpart who meets you precisely in your blossoming fullness, who celebrates your vastness, rather than seeking your diminishment. This, truly, is where the profound journey of sacred union genuinely begins. Not in the serendipitous moment you first meet their physical form, but in the powerful, foundational moment you unequivocally decide, deep within your heart, that you are, without a shadow of a doubt, worthy of such a magnificent, soul-altering meeting. The second key, the mirror clearing. Heal what you keep attracting. There is a precise and often frustrating pattern that plays out on an almost hypnotic loop for countless souls who find themselves tantalizingly close to experiencing sacred union, yet have not quite managed to cross that final ethereal threshold. They encounter someone with an undeniable, incredible potential. The connection feels immediate, electric, charged with a sense of destiny, like something they have always known, an echo from an ancient past. And then, slowly, inexorably, with a chilling familiarity, the same recurring wounds, the same unhealed narratives, begin to surface and reassert themselves. The gnawing fear of abandonment resurfaces. Patterns of emotional avoidance reappear. Subtle yet persistent power imbalances emerge. It is, in essence, the very same lesson, the same unaddressed spiritual homework, simply wearing a different face, disguised in a new set of circumstances. This recurring pattern is not, in fact, a cruel twist of bad luck or an unfortunate cosmic coincidence. It is, with unwavering precision, the powerful mirror principle at profound work within your energetic field. Your energetic field, in its profound, inherent intelligence, operates with an unfailing accuracy, relentlessly drawing to you the exact vibrational frequency that perfectly matches your own unresolved inner landscape, your unintegrated shadows, your unhealed traumas. It does this, crucially, not to torment you, not to inflict suffering, but to lovingly, yet firmly, show you. Every person who has ever triggered your deepest fears, illuminated your most hidden insecurities, or brought your unaddressed pain to the forefront, was, in truth, holding up a flawless reflection, a sacred mirror, to something deep within you that still profoundly required your acknowledgement, your compassion, and your dedicated healing. When you consciously choose to clear this mirror, when you courageously identify the recurring emotional dynamics, the persistent themes, the painful patterns that repeatedly manifest in your relationships, and then, with unwavering honesty, trace them back to their origin point within your own emotional body, your own subconscious beliefs. That is the moment the insidious pattern breaks. You cease with that powerful act of self-awareness to unconsciously call in teachers, who are merely dressed in the alluring guise of potential partners. Instead, you begin to powerfully magnetize a true, divine partner who has also diligently done their own profound inner work, who meets you not in the fractured, wounded places of your being, but in the radiant, integrated wholeness you have painstakingly cultivated. This second key demands profound honesty. It requires a brave, introspective act of sitting quietly with the sometimes uncomfortable, yet immensely liberating question: what fundamental threads, what core beliefs, what underlying fears have all my significant relationships had in common? And further, what was I deeply believing about the nature of love, about myself, about what I truly deserved during each and every one of those connections? The answers that emerge may not always be instantly comfortable or easy to confront. They may reveal inconvenient truths or expose tender wounds. But these answers, however challenging, are profoundly liberating. And they are, with absolute precision, the very thing that stands, like a delicate veil, between you and the kind of transformative, sacred love that simply does not, and cannot, follow these old, familiar, limiting patterns. The third key, the karmic liberation, release the contracts that were only meant to teach it, is a crucial spiritual discernment to understand that not every intensely deep connection that enters your life is a soul contract destined for eternal permanence, for the profound merger of sacred union. Indeed, some souls cross your path, their destinies intricately bound to yours by ancient karmic agreements, unresolved lessons carried over from past incarnations, debts of love and pain that require balancing, soul-level experiences that, while powerful, were fundamentally designed for completion, not continuity. These karmic connections can often feel overwhelmingly soulmate-like. They can carry an astonishing intensity, a magnetic pull, a feeling of profound recognition that can easily convince you, in the throes of their potent energy, that this person is the one. However, with the wisdom of higher sight, we understand that these connections are ultimately teachers, profound catalysts for growth, not the permanent, enduring sacred unions you seek. And until you consciously, intentionally release these karmic ties, they continue to exert a subtle yet powerful energetic hold, a lingering resonance that subtly but effectively prevents your true sacred partner from fully and seamlessly entering your energetic field. Karmic release is not an act of erasing the love that was shared, however fleeting or painful, nor is it a denial of the profound impact that connection undoubtedly had on your evolution. It is, rather, a conscious, courageous act of spiritual sovereignty. It is about deeply acknowledging the truth of what was real within that connection, honoring the invaluable lessons that were learned, even if they came wrapped in challenging experiences. And then, with clear intention, consciously choosing to complete the ancient contract, rather than perpetuate the cycle of its lessons. It is the powerful act of speaking, either aloud, in a whispered prayer, through the sacred ritual of journaling, or in a quiet, heartfelt ceremony, to that soul with whom you once shared a karmic bond. I received precisely what I came here to learn from you. I honor our journey together. And now, I lovingly release us both from this contract, from this dynamic, from anything that no longer serves our highest individual evolution and collective good. I close this profound chapter with unconditional love and without any lingering energetic debt. When this third sacred key turns within the lock of your heart, you will often feel a distinct, almost palpable physical lightening. It may manifest as a sudden release of tension in your chest, a loosening in your solar plexus, or a subtle but profound sense of liberation in your entire being. A tension you may not have even consciously realized you were carrying until it dissipated. Old energetic attachments, those invisible threads that have subtly been draining your vital energetic frequency and keeping you tethered to the past, begin to gracefully dissolve, like morning mist in the sun. And in that newly created space, that sacred, open, vibrantly cleared space, The pure, undistorted frequency of your divine counterpart can finally reach you, unhindered by the static and echoes of past karmic agreements. The fourth key, the trust restoration. Surrender is not passive, it is powerful. One of the most profoundly misunderstood, and consequently misapplied, principles on the sacred union path is the deceptively simple, yet immensely powerful concept of surrender. For many, it is often erroneously interpreted as an act of giving up, a resignation, a retreat into passivity, an instruction to simply wait without any agency, without any active participation in one's own destiny. But this interpretation fundamentally misses the deep spiritual essence of what surrendering to divine timing truly means. True surrender is not a withdrawal. It is an active, conscious, and immensely energetically powerful choice. It is the courageous act of choosing to place your unwavering trust in the profound wisdom of a force far greater than your human mind, far wiser than your fear-based ego. It is trusting that this benevolent, omniscient force, the very intelligence of the universe, is orchestrating the precise conditions and synchronistic moments of your sacred union with an unparalleled precision and an unshakable love. The persistent, often desperate, need to control the exact arrival, the precise manifestation, or the intricate unfolding of love is deeply rooted in a profound sense of distrust. This distrust can be multifaceted: a distrust of the universe's benevolent plan, a distrust of your own soul's intrinsic wisdom and knowing, and perhaps most commonly, a deep distrust born from past experiences where love arrived, only to be painfully, inexplicably taken away or withdrawn. When you have been deeply hurt or disappointed before, the protective mechanisms of the human mind instinctively create elaborate strategies, intricate mental fortresses designed to prevent any potential future pain. It obsessively monitors, meticulously calculates probabilities, and desperately attempts to predict outcomes, clinging to control as a perceived shield. But love at the elevated frequency of sacred union cannot, by its very nature, be controlled, manipulated, or forced into existence through sheer will or anxiety. It is not an equation to be solved. It can only be aligned with, deeply resonated with, and lovingly invited. When you make the conscious, profound choice to embody trust, and by this, we do not mean a naive, blind optimism that denies reality, but rather a deep, embodied, soul-level trust that what is intrinsically yours, what is divinely ordained, simply cannot miss you. Your entire nervous system undergoes a profound relaxation. The desperate, grasping, clinging energy that paradoxically has been subtly, yet powerfully, repelling your divine counterpart, begins to gracefully dissolve, like a gripping hand finally opening. You shift your energetic broadcast from a frequency of lack, of desperate yearning, to one of serene, confident readiness. And readiness, my dear soul, is arguably the most magnetic, irresistible frequency a soul in preparation for sacred union can possibly emit into the cosmic dance. The fifth key, the embodied signal. Become the frequency you are calling forward. This key, perhaps more than any other, serves as both the most practical and the most profoundly transformative on your journey. You have undoubtedly heard the ubiquitous principle, like attracts like. But on the path to sacred union, this timeless law of attraction extends far, far deeper than a mere mental affirmation or a superficial formula. It delves into the very core of your actual lived frequency. Not merely what you consciously think, not just what you intellectually affirm or hope for, but what you authentically embody in every single moment, in the nuanced tapestry of your daily existence. It is reflected in how compassionately you treat yourself, how kindly you speak to your inner being, how much authentic love you permit yourself to receive, how you graciously allow yourself to be treated by others, and how fully you open your heart to the abundant love, warmth, and appreciation that is already present in the world around you, flowing from the people already within your life. Understand this vital truth. Your divine counterpart is not primarily drawn to your desperate longing for them, to your profound yearning for their arrival. While that longing is a valid human experience, it often carries a frequency of perceived absence. Instead, they are powerfully, irrevocably drawn to your inherent resonance with love itself. They are magnetized to the love you have become, the love you embody. Every single time you consciously choose a moment of profound kindness toward yourself, nurturing your being instead of succumbing to the harsh whispers of self-criticism, you subtly but powerfully elevate your energetic signal, sending a clearer broadcast into the universe. Every instance where you allow the exquisite beauty of the natural world, or a piece of art, or a moment of grace, to deeply move you. Every time you permit unadulterated joy to simply be, uncomplicated by analysis or fear. Every moment you allow yourself to truly receive, fully, completely receive, the care, the warmth, the genuine appreciation from the people already enriching your life. You are, in essence, recalibrating your entire energetic broadcast, aligning it more perfectly with H, the frequency of sacred union. The embodiment practice is not about performing a facade of happiness you do not genuinely feel, or masking inner struggles with a veneer of positivity. It is about making daily, intentional, conscious choices to live, moment by moment, as if love is your inherent, natural, and undeniable state of being, because at a soul level, it unequivocally is. Your immortal soul did not descend into this earthly realm from a place of fundamental lack or absence. It originated from an infinite, boundless field of pure, unconditional love, a divine wellspring, and the profound journey of sacred union is, in its deepest essence, partly the sacred journey of simply remembering that original, pristine state of being, and courageously refusing to live as though that infinite, accessible love is somehow unavailable or inaccessible to you. When this fifth sacred key is fully, deeply turned and integrated into your being, something truly beautiful and almost uncanny begins to unfold. You gradually cease the anxious, frantic, often exhausting external searching for your counterpart. Not because you have resigned yourself or given up hope, quite the opposite, but because you become so profoundly occupied with the exquisite richness of your own inner life, so deeply immersed in the boundless love you are diligently cultivating within yourself, that the desperate, outward-focused searching naturally, effortlessly releases its grip. And it is precisely in that profound release, in that space of authentic self-sufficiency and joyful embodiment, that true, lasting, sacred union becomes not only possible, but utterly inevitable, magnetically drawn to your radiant, integrated self. The sixth key, the sacred site. See the separation as the deepening. For those brave souls who have already experienced the profound, often bewildering, encounter with their divine counterpart. Those who have felt that undeniable, soul-shaking recognition, that electric intensity pulsating through every fiber of their being, a connection that felt utterly fated and eternal, and who have subsequently watched in heart-wrenching disbelief as that connection mysteriously pulled back, receding into a painful distance or a frustrating, inexplicable silence. This key, dear one, is specifically for you. Twin flame and soulmate separations, though agonizingly real in their impact, are perhaps among the most spiritually misunderstood and emotionally complex experiences a soul can undergo in its earthly incarnation. The limited human mind, anchored in its perceptions of linear time and physical proximity, instinctively interprets this distance as an outright rejection. It perceives the silence as a profound abandonment, a personal affront. It reads the chasm, the seemingly insurmountable gap, as undeniable evidence that the connection was never truly real, or worse, that something precious and irreplaceable has been irretrievably lost beyond any hope of recovery. However, the enlightened Arcturian understanding of sacred separation offers a radically different, far more empowering perspective. Distance between two souls engaged in a divine union process is never ever random or arbitrary. It is, without exception, profoundly purposeful, a meticulously orchestrated phase of evolution. The gap, the period of seeming absence, is not a form of cosmic punishment or a cruel test. It is, in its purest essence, an intensive period of preparation, a chrysalis phase for both souls. It is the universe in its infinite wisdom, creating the precise energetic and experiential space that both souls desperately need to undertake and complete crucial individual soul work, deep healing, profound self-discovery, and spiritual integration, work that, by its very nature, simply cannot be effectively or fully accomplished while they are merged in the intense, often overwhelming energy of the other. The separation, therefore, is not the tragic end of your sacred story. It is, in fact, the essential refinement period, the alchemical process that precedes the ultimate glorious reunion. If you find yourself currently navigating a season of profound separation from someone who undeniably carries the radiant frequency of your sacred counterpart, the essential transformative work laid out before you is to consciously resist the overwhelming natural pull to collapse inward into debilitating grief, despair, or self-pity. Instead, your sacred task is to courageously and intentionally utilize this precious, though often painful, time as the single most powerful period of your own spiritual maturation, your own individual awakening. Understand that the person who eventually reunites with their counterpart on the other side of this profound inner work, this alchemical refinement, will be virtually unrecognizable to the version of themselves that first experienced the searing pain of separation. Not because they have fundamentally altered who they are at their core, but because they have, at long last, become fully, gloriously, and authentically who they were, always meant to be. The seventh key, the heart door, reunion enters only. When the inside is open. Every single key, every profound insight, every transformative practice discussed before this moment has served as meticulous divine preparation for this ultimate, undeniable truth. The sacred union you have been diligently calling forward, the divine counterpart whose unique soul signature is so intricately and indelibly encoded in your very heart frequency, simply cannot fully enter a locked room. And the only lock that exists on this profoundly sacred door is one that resides exclusively inside you, on the inner threshold of your own magnificent heart. It is not a lock that can be magically sprung open by them, however much they may desire it. It cannot be unlocked by the mere passage of time, or by impatiently waiting for external circumstances to somehow shift into perfect alignment. This sacred door, my dear soul, is unlocked by you and you alone. It opens through the culmination, the beautiful synthesis, of absolutely everything you have bravely worked through. It is unlocked by the worthiness you have so courageously reclaimed, the inner mirrors you have meticulously cleared, the karmic ties you have lovingly released, the profound trust you have so painstakingly restored, the divine frequency you have consciously embodied, and the sacred separation you have profoundly honored for the invaluable lessons it taught you. When all of this intricate, profound inner work has been truly integrated, not merely intellectually understood as an abstract concept, but deeply lived in the very cells of your physical body, intimately felt in the nuanced responses of your nervous system, consciously breathed into the daily, moment-by-moment experience of simply being alive. That is the precise moment when the sacred heart door finally, gracefully, undeniably swings open. And when that door opens, wide and welcoming, the love that enters will not resonate with the fears, the anxieties, or the preconceived notions of what you once believed love would be. It will not feel like a desperate rescue from some perceived incompleteness. It will not feel like the completion of something that was profoundly missing, because you will have already discovered your own inherent wholeness. Instead, it will feel like an exquisite, profound recognition. It will feel like finally arriving at a cherished, longed-for place you have always, instinctively known. It will feel like two sovereign, radiant souls, both of whom have diligently done the courageous work of becoming whole and complete within themselves, now consciously choosing each other not from a place of fundamental neediness or a desire to fill a void, but from the most exquisite, sacred, and freely given love that two interconnected souls can possibly offer one another. This, my beloved, is what has been patiently waiting for you all along. Not someday in some distant, uncertain future. Not if you are lucky enough to stumble upon it by chance. But now, at this very threshold, this potent moment in time, where you are standing right now. And here is what the deepest truth of this profound journey sounds like when it is spoken plainly, without unnecessary ceremony or delicate softening. You are not unloved. You have never, not for a single moment of your existence, been truly unloved. There is not, nor could there ever be, a version of this vast and benevolent universe in which your profound, undeniable longing for sacred connection is considered too much, or fundamentally misguided, or tragically destined to remain unfulfilled. That deep, persistent ache you have carried within your heart, through every relationship that ultimately ended, through every long night spent wondering and questioning, through those difficult moments when the fragile flicker of hope felt more like an embarrassing delusion than an unwavering faith. That ache was never, not truly, emptiness. It was, from the very beginning, a powerful ancient memory. It was your soul, in its inherent wisdom and sovereignty, fiercely refusing to settle for anything less than what it intrinsically knew was possible, because it had experienced that very love before this lifetime began, and lovingly carried the indelible imprint of it into this one. Every relationship that reached its natural conclusion was not a failure on your part, nor a sign of your unworthiness. It was, rather, a precise refinement, a divine polishing of your spirit. Every person who, for whatever reason, simply could not meet you in your vastness, in your depth, or in the profound truth of your being, was not the wrong person at the wrong time. They were, with astonishing precision, exactly the right teacher, at precisely the right moment, lovingly showing you, through their reflections, what you still needed to understand about yourself, about the dynamics you were unknowingly creating, and about the exact kind of sacred love you were genuinely, energetically ready to receive and sustain. You are not being cruelly withheld from. You are, with exquisite care and divine intention, being meticulously prepared. There is a profound difference between these two states, and it is a distinction worth holding intimately close to your heart. The universe, in its boundless love and infinite wisdom, does not operate on principles of cruelty, punishment, or arbitrary withholding. It operates, with unwavering grace, on precision. And the precise, intricate trajectory of your unique love path has been guiding you, every single step of your journey, every challenge, every triumph, every quiet moment, toward a moment of profound sacred recognition that your younger, perhaps more naive self could not have truly held. A moment that your deeply wounded self, still recovering from past hurts, could not have possibly trusted. A moment that only the version of you who has lived through absolutely everything you have lived through, who has integrated every lesson and healed every wound, could possibly receive with the full, expansive depth and unwavering gratitude it so profoundly deserves. The person whose soul carries the resonant recognition of your heart is not lost to you. They are not too far away, existing in some unreachable dimension. They are, in perfect synchronicity, moving through their own parallel preparation, their own profound refinement, their own sacred activation, just as you are. And what fundamentally connects you, what draws you together with an invisible, irresistible force, is not mere chance, not the algorithms of modern connection, nor the random collision of two lives in a vast and indifferent world. It is a thread of divine love so ancient, so resilient, and so absolutely certain that it has already survived and transcended every lifetime you have both lived. It will not, cannot, and absolutely will not fail now. What you are being asked to do in this precious moment is simultaneously simple in its essence, and yet, arguably, the most challenging and courageous thing you will ever undertake. Believe, with every fiber of your being, that you are profoundly, inherently worth the magnificent love you have always. Deep down, known was possible for you. Believe it not merely as a fleeting thought or a logical assertion, but as a deeply felt, embodied truth pulsating in the very center of your chest. Stand in the quiet, sacred sanctuary of your own heart and choose, one more time, with unwavering conviction, to trust that what is divinely yours is already, in this very moment, gracefully moving toward you, destined to converge. Tonight, before you surrender to the gentle embrace of sleep, place your hand softly over your heart. Feel its rhythmic, steady beat. This remarkable heart that has loved so fiercely, that has grieved so deeply, that has courageously kept hoping even when hope itself felt like an unbearable burden. Say aloud, or in a gentle whisper, or in the profound silence of your own knowing, I am worthy of a love that sees all of me, every facet, every shadow, every light. I lovingly release what was only ever meant to teach me and prepare me. I open fully, unequivocally, to what was always profoundly written for me in the cosmic ledger of love. I am ready. Say it, dear soul, as though you truly mean it, with every fiber of your being. Then, with an act of profound surrender, let it go. Let the radiant frequency of that activated truth move outward from the sacred center of your chest, expanding gracefully into the energetic field that surrounds you, permeating your entire reality. You have already done more inner work, more spiritual heavy lifting than you can possibly comprehend. You are further along on this sacred path than your moments of doubt or fear have allowed you to believe. And the profound love you came here for, the love imprinted on your soul, is closer, infinitely closer, than your fear has ever allowed you to truly imagine. Before you scroll, take a moment to be part of what is forming here. Drop one intention in the comments, something real from your heart journey. Then respond to someone else's with encouragement or love. This is not content. It is collective healing. Love multiplies when hearts connect. If something in this message resonated, do not keep it to yourself. Someone in your life is waiting for this exact activation. Share it. And if you felt a soul nudge, subscribe. Stay in the flow of divine love guidance. You are not just watching. You are healing. This is your sacred space, and we are just getting started. If this transmission spoke to you, don't just walk away from it. Respond to it. Help carry this message further. Every act of support helps this transmission find the next starseed who needs it.